My name is Anna, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be giving you a tour of my communication cards and sunflower lanyard. But what is the sunflower lanyard? And what do I need my communication cards for? Well, let me use this moment as a quick teaching opportunity. The sunflower lanyard is used to symbolize hidden or invisible disabilities. It shows the people around you that you might need extra support, understanding, or more time. It can be used in shops, at work, on public transport, and in so many other public places. The sunflower lanyard is recognized in over 50 countries worldwide. Not all disabilities are visible, meaning that those with invisible disabilities may not get their needs met or get the accommodations that they deserve. But with this lanyard, hopefully those people will get the recognition that they deserve. The lanyard can be used for any kind of invisible disability such as Tourette's, ADHD, autism, POTS, epilepsy, diabetes, chronic pain, visual or hearing impairment, and countless more. I use the sunflower lanyard because I'm autistic. I tend to shut down and go nonverbal when I'm overwhelmed, so having the lanyard can make it easier for people to hopefully understand me more and know to be more patient with me. I've never actually used mine because I don't go out that often to places where I would need to use it, but I'm very excited to wear it one day. In the future, I think it would be really helpful to have with me if I need to catch the train or go to the shops, maybe even a theme park or something. If you would like to get your own sunflower lanyard, then I'll link the Hidden Disabilities website in the description down below. As I mentioned before, I'm autistic, and when I get overwhelmed, I shut down. If you want to know more about shutdowns, I made a full video on shutdowns and meltdowns, which I will link in the description. When I shut down, I can sometimes lose my voice and go nonverbal, meaning that I can't talk at all. This can feel very scary for me and also be very inconvenient for not only me, but also the people around me. However, I can't control it. It's just something that happens and it sucks. This is where communication cards come in. Communication cards are basically just little cards that have words or phrases on them so you can communicate without needing to speak. They're pretty self-explanatory. You can customize them and add whichever words or phrases that you are most likely to use in your day-to-day life, and they can be really helpful for people who are unable to speak. They aren't just used for autistic people. They can also be used for people who struggle with anxiety, someone who is deaf, and also people with dementia. Anyone is welcome to use communication cards. Although you can buy communication cards, I wanted to make my own as I had some very specific phrases that I wanted on there. So I did exactly that and I made my own communication cards with the help of my parents. If making your own is too much of a hassle, then you can easily order them off of some place like Amazon or Etsy. But for those of you who do want to make your own or are interested in the process of how I made them, then here's how I did it. First of all, I started off by making a list of all the words and phrases that I wanted the cards to say. If you're looking for some ideas for your own cards, then you can go to the description and I have timestamps where you can skip straight to the official tour of my communication cards. And you can use some of the ones that I used. Once I had everything written down, then I went to my laptop and opened up Word. If you don't want to use Word, another option is Canva, and they actually have pre-made little cards that you can customize. But continuing on in Word, I used the Insert tab to insert some little squares. Now it's time to customize. I added a basic pink border because pink is my favorite color, and I just wanted something simple. But in this step, you can also add pictures to your cards to make them even more fun and unique. I thought the idea of having frog communication cards would be so cute. Or having little autism creature cards. Oh my gosh. Next, you can add in the words or phrases you want to your cards. I recommend keeping the font simple and the text large so it's easy for people around you to be able to read the cards. On to the fifth step, you can now print your cards out. When your cards are all cut out, you can then move on to the tedious step of cutting them out. Thankfully, my dad did this step for me, so thank you, Dad. You saved my weak bendy fingers some immense pain. He used one of these paper cutter thingies to make the process go by way quicker and easier, so I recommend using one of them. Now comes the part of laminating your cards. This step is optional if you don't have a laminator, but if you do, then I highly recommend doing this as it will make your cards last much longer. Thank you again, Dad, for laminating my cards. Finally comes the part where you can cut out the laminated cards, hole punch them, and attach them to a ring. As for when you're attaching the ring, we use like this silver ring from Officeworks, but really anything will do. And there you go. Okay, hold on. I know I said that was the last step, but there is one more little optional step. You can also decorate your lanyard. So I know that some people like to attach fidget toys to the end of their lanyard or even pins to it to make it look even more nice. I haven't added anything to mine so far, but I think it would be cool to order a rainbow infinity autism sign and attach that. But for now, mine is just plain. And there you have it. That's how you can make your very own communication cards. Now here's the actual tour of my communication cards. Here is my sunflower lanyard and communication cards. So the very front I just left blank because I didn't want anything on there. Then straight away we've got a thank you card. I don't think there's much I need to explain about that. Then I'm currently in a shutdown. This is to explain to people that, I'm not going to be able to talk. I'm not in a place, like an okay place. And on the back, I've specifically got, I can't talk right now. Then I've got, I'm not angry, I just don't feel like talking. A lot of people assume that I'm angry if I'm not talking, but it's actually just that I can't talk, not that I'm annoyed. Then I need some time and space alone, just to let people know that, I need some alone time. Then I can't do that right now, so especially if I'm being asked something, and because I'm in that state of overwhelm, I'm probably not going to have to do a lot of things. So I've just got this ready. Flip that over and I've got please communicate for me. So this will be helpful if I'm out and I can't talk and I need like my mum or my sister or one of my family members to talk for me. Then I need a break. This doesn't necessarily mean alone, but it just means that I need to get out of the area. And I need time to process. So with autism especially, it can take autistics a long time to process things, and I feel like I'm the same. I need a lot of time to process something to feel okay with it. Then, can I go somewhere private? Again, not necessarily alone, but if I need like a break with my sister or somewhere, or I just need somewhere to gather my thoughts, then this will be perfect. Then, too many people. So, again, that's kind of like a similar card, but... And can you come with me? I don't think this needs much explanation. And please stay with me. So they're sort of separate. Again, they sort of mean the same thing, but they can be used in separate contexts. I want to go for a walk. Sometimes I don't just want to break in another room. I actually want to go out of the house and actually get some fresh air and stuff, which can really be beneficial for me actually if I'm out and I'm stressed. So have a whole separate card for this. I feel tired. Just letting the person that I'm with know that I'm feeling kind of tired, And this is too much for me. So it depends what context you're using this in. It can be helpful in multiple situations. I need my sensory bag. My sensory bag is basically just a little bag that I take with me pretty much everywhere and every time I go out. And it has like my ear defenders in, sunglasses, also has like a hat, extra fidgets, my communication cards of course, and just anything that I might need during the day. And I'm okay. This lets people know that, I've calmed down a bit, but I still can't talk because that does happen. Sometimes the being nonverbal can last long, like a long amount of time, even though if I am okay. And I feel overwhelmed. Again, just lets the person know. And there's another one, I feel anxious. They're very separate things, overwhelmed and anxious. At least they are to me. Then it's too loud. It's too bright. I need my ear defenders. I will probably be using that a lot. I need the toilet. I need a hug, because who doesn't love hugs? Actually, if I'm overwhelmed, I might not like hugs. And that's why I've got, please don't touch me. And I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Again, pretty basic cards. Yes. No. I don't know. And please decide for me. So we've got I don't understand, so just so I can get more clarification from the person. And when. So this is specifically like if I've asked a question or if someone's letting me know that, oh, we're doing this soon, then I can be like when, and they can tell me, because I like knowing all the details and planning it and storyboarding it in my head. I'm a big planner and storyboarder, if that's a word. This card is more if I need to use this when I'm older, like out with strangers, so that will let people know. And then I've also got I might need extra time and support, just in case they can't tell by the lanyard. And there we go. That's all my cards. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Please comment any questions, suggestions, or tips you have for me. Also feel free to info dump or vent in the comment section. Your feelings and thoughts are valid and welcome here. If you would like to share, I would love to hear any stories or experiences you have with using the sunflower lanyard or using communication cards. To anyone that would like to purchase their own sunflower lanyard or learn more about them, I'll link the Hidden Disabilities website in the description of this video. Again, thank you for watching till the end. It really means a lot to me. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I hope to see you in my next YouTube video. Goodbye!